Support LaneSide. Get something cool. All right, here we are down on the lanes with our resident two-hander, and we are continuing our series on how to build an arsenal. Today we're looking at our ball up. Now this is a ball that we want, usually a hybrid, and it's something that we're able to move laterally, so get deep, when the oil is fresh, and throw to a defined friction point. So say on a house shot, throwing it out towards the gutter where there is less oil. And it's a ball that's going to have a fair amount of motion laterally, so you're going to be able to throw it out, and it's going to come back to the pocket. And that's really what we want out of that ball up. It's something that we can go to early. We can add a little bit of surface to if we need to, but we definitely know that as long as there's some friction down lane, we're going to get this ball to recover. What the hell was that? Yeah, this thing does definitely recover. Now let's talk about what we're looking at here in the severe collision. Now the severe collision is an ultra low RG ball, 2.462 with an 052 019 diff, intermediate diff. That means it's high flare. It's got a fairly fast moving core down lane. Well, they paired that up with HK22C Havoc Hybrid. And we know that C means it has extra response to friction. Oh my lord. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Now this is supposed to be a smoother ball. That's what they say, this is smoother. But that's the one board. Yeah, that's the one board. So yeah, you think about it, they've taken a core with a lot of flare that starts to rev up early, which is what we want in a ball up. We want something that's going to start to spin up even in oil. And they paired it with the extra distance of HK22 and that really fast response of the HK22C. And that gives us a ball that is longer than the solid version that we saw recently, but not as long as the Pearl. It's kind of the best of both worlds. You can see I got a little lazy on that one. I have made a 5 board move since that last shot. That went to the one board. I wanted to move in and kind of try it a little heavier oil. Now, talking about cover here, this is at 500,000, 1,500 plus compound. But if you look at the ball, this ball looks shiny. It seems like when we see these HK22C hybrids and they put compound on it, it's just something about that HK22C base that seems to shine up. And get really glassy, even though it still has some surface to it, like we saw, say, in something like the Paragon Shadow, or the Paragon Shadow from track. This ball is, oh, good lord, so much shinier, just with compound on it. So if you find it's going a little bit too long, or heaven forbid you want it to not be you want it to be more reactive than this to the dry, you can actually take some of that surface off. Now, when we talk about a ball up, we tend to say we like to have it around 2,000 or 3,000 grit, just so that on a heavier oil condition, say medium or actual heavy oil, the ball is going to be able to start up in that heavy oil concentration. Because we know that core is going to want to spin up, but if we have no tires on the ball, what is with this ball? Okay, if you don't have the tires on it, it's not going to be able to start up when it sees the friction. Now, you can see when this ball gets friction, it wants to move laterally. And this allows us, when we're talking about a ball up, the whole point of a ball up is to open up the pocket. We're trying to create more angle of entry, which gives us a bigger pocket. It means we can hit a little bit high, a little bit low. Here we are with our benchmark, our Turbo X, a little bit higher on the head pin or a little bit weaker on the head pin, and we're still going to carry more of those shots. It also gives us more continuation through the pins. When we talk about continuation, we usually talk about asymmetrical here, like our benchmark, which tends to never stop hooking. Even though this has a higher intermediate differential, which means it wants to make a quicker move, it does seem to be very continuous. And we love to see that out of our ball up. We want something that is going to get through the pins when there's oil. That's why we tend to say we like to see a number between 0.15 and probably 0.19. as the highest for this core. Look at this. Boom. Now, there are other times when you want more intermediate differential. It could be you need the ball to really boomerang. You have times where you want the ball to be very reactive to a very small amount of oil. Ooh. And we can put that in a different spot in our bag. This is for when we have a defined friction point and we are still on the fresh oil. Check out, watch the Turbo X versus the severe collision here. Good Lord. I think we got more distance. I'm actually sure of it because we saw it in the other part of the video there. We got more distance, which is what we want, but we have that lateral motion, and you can see where the turbo is a much straighter, much more controlled. Keep it in front of you. That's what we want from our benchmark. The severe collision is something we can throw to that friction point, still get it back through the pins. So if you're looking for a new piece in your bag, I'll tell you this is going in my bag. This is going to be my ball up right now. It is good for 1- and 2-handers, and it is definitely good for medium and heavy oil. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.